Here the question is to find the Fourier transform of f of t is equal to e to the power at u minus t and draw the amplitude and phase spectrum. Before solving this problem, first we will understand how to draw the plot for e to the power at functions, and plot is like this. This is exponential rising function. Now u minus t for u minus t, that time the function, you already know how to draw the unit step functions. In normal case, when we draw unit step function, that time we draw as ut is equal to 1 for t greater than 0. We write it, draw it like this. This magnitude is magnitude of function is 1, and this is ut, but here it is u minus t. So that time we will draw the function like this. So f of t, and this one is the u minus t, and this magnitude is 1. So f of t is equal to u minus t. Now we have to find out the Fourier transform of these two functions product. Now this will be here, the function is e to the power at into u minus t. So this function will exist here. It will be rising function. It will be rising function, exponential rising function, but up to the magnitude is 1 here. So this function is equal to f of t is equal to e to the power at into u minus t. So we have to find out the Fourier transform. So in Fourier transform, we do it for continuous time signal when the function is aperiodic. So f j omega is equal to Fourier transform of f of t. And we can return the time domain function f of t is equal to inverse Fourier transform of fj omega. So whenever we need the frequency domain function fj omega, that time we have to find out the Fourier transform of function f of t, and this f of t will return get it f of t by using the inverse Fourier transform. So মনে রাখতে হবে the Laplace and Fourier, these are all mathematical tools that are used for circuit analysis. Now f omega is equal to, by definitions this will be minus infinity to infinity, যেটা আমি বললাম এটা কন্টিনিউয়াস ডোমেইনে সিগন্যাল মাইনাস ইনফিনিটি থেকে প্লাস ইনফিনিটি পর্যন্ত এক্সটেন্ড করছে, যেটা নাকি অ্যাপিরিওডিক সিগন্যাল, দ্যাট ইজ টাইম পিরিয়ডটা ইনফাইনাইট। সো এফ অফ টি ই টু দি পাওয়ার মাইনাস জে ওমেগা টি ডিটি, এটা আমরা ডেফিনেশন থেকে পাই যে এফ জে ওমেগা ইজ ইকাল টু integration limit minus infinity to plus infinity f of t e to the power minus j omega t dt this equal to e to the power, and আমরা জানি this signal exist করছে minus infinity থেকে 0 পর্যন্ত। তো here আমরা changing the limit, so this will be minus infinity to 0 and the function is f of t is equal to e to the power at into u minus t e to the power j omega t dt, and e to the power u minus t is equal, here it is 1. So this we can write minus infinity to 0 e to the power a minus j omega t into dt. Now we will do another thing. We'll change this limit from 0 to infinity. Now that's why we need to put one minus over here. So e to the power minus a minus j omega t dt. Now we have to find out, we have to integrate it. So it will be e to the power minus a minus j omega t divided by minus a minus j omega, and limit is 0 to infinity. So এক্ষেত্রে when we put e to the power infinity, t is equal to infinity, so e to the power infinity is equal to 0. Is equal to 0 minus e to the power, when I put t is equal to 0, e to the power 0 is equal to 1. So 0 minus 1 by minus a minus j omega. Minus minus cancel, this is equal to 1 by a minus j omega. So what is this? This one is the Fourier transform of the function e to the power at into e to the power into u t minus. Now what is the magnitude of fj omega? So this one is fj omega is equal to 1 by a minus j omega. So magnitude of fj omega is equal to 1 by a square plus omega square. A square plus omega square. And what is theta n? This is equal to angle of fj omega. This is equal to minus tan inverse minus omega by, as this one is minus omega by a. Now what I will do, will make one table. So for first we will write omega, then magnitude of fj omega, then angle of fj omega. So I'm putting omega as minus infinity. So if I put omega is equal to minus infinity, what is the value of tan inverse? What is the value of this minus tan inverse minus omega by a? So this will be angle of f j omega is equal to minus tan inverse minus omega minus infinity. So infinity by a. This is 10 minus 10 infinity. This is equal to minus 90 degree. So this will be minus 90 degree. And fj omega is magnitude. Is equal to, when omega is equal to infinity, is equal to 1 by a square plus omega square. So this part is 1 by infinity. So that is 0. So I'm putting omega is equal to minus a. I'm putting omega is equal to minus a. If I put omega is equal to minus a, that time f omega is equal to 1 by a square plus a square. So this is 2a square. So a root 2. So this will be 1 upon a root 2. And theta n, this is equal to minus tan inverse minus omega by minus a. Omega is equal to minus a. So tan inverse 1. So tan inverse 1 is 45 degrees. So this is equal to minus 45 degree. So this is minus 45 degree. Now I am putting omega is equal to 0. So if I put omega is equal to 0 over here, that time this will be under root a square. So 1 upon a. That time the magnitude is 1 upon a. And here it is omega by minus omega by a. So this is 0. So 10, 0, 0. And here it is, I am putting omega is equal to plus a. If I put plus a over here, fj omega is equal to again 2a square. So this is a root 2. This is will be 1 upon a root 2, and this will be plus omega is equal to plus a, so minus a by a, that time it will be minus 40 minus this will be plus 45 degree. So this will be plus 45 degree. Then putting the value of omega as plus a, you'll get it. Now we have to draw the spectrum. So I'm plotting the magnitude first. So this is minus infinity, plus infinity, and at zero condition magnitude is 1 upon a. This is 1 upon a, and this is magnitude of h j omega. So at 0 it is 1 upon a. So the plot will be like this. This is the amplitude spectrum. You can call it amplitude spectrum. Amplitude spectrum of Fourier transform. Now we'll draw the phase spectrum. Here we'll get this theta in 90 plus 90 degree, minus 90 degree, minus 45 degree, plus 45 degree, and this is 0. The plot will be like this. That omega is equal to minus infinity. This is omega is equal to plus infinity. So it will be like this. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.